Y'all already know what it is, twins. Salute, salute, salute on my generals, on my lines, on my real men. Y'all already know what it is. It's a rainy day today. It's a rainy day. It's a little bit. Still nice outside though for it being a rainy day. When it rains, it pours, like they say though, right? When it rains, it pours. So, gotta shout out all my day ones, as always. Salute to all my day ones that been there since day one. Y'all see the type of energy I'm on. Y'all see the type of vibe I'm on. So, I appreciate y'all. And I see y'all consistent. That's the ill shit. I see y'all consistent and y'all. That's official. That's official. It kind of gives me flashbacks. Kind of like when I was. I know it sounds crazy, but like when I was bidding and I was in a castle, if I was in a house, you know, you got the vibe right, you got the bros around you in that house. It's like, yo, we got you, we with you, chulo. I'm getting that same vibe, and that shit holds a lot of weight. I ain't even gonna lie. So, you know, dudes definitely got my name in their mouth now. And once my name in your mouth, it's kind of hard for you to get it out, right? I ain't gonna say pause, I ain't gonna say no homo. Once you got my name in your mouth, it's hard to get that taste out, right? So, knowing that a lot of dudes got my name in their mouth, knowing that a lot of dudes is trying to do their best to try to make me look like somebody that I'm not. I respect the energy, I guess I respect the energy. I respect that, you know, dudes is faithful followers to whoever it is that they following. But at the end of the day, I'm my own man, I'm my own lion. I ain't never lied to nobody on here since day one. But dudes called me a liar. Dudes jumped out the window with no parachute. Went flying. He literally put their careers in jeopardy fucking with me. They whole, I guess, legacy. They whole, their whole platform. They put it in jeopardy because of me. And jumping out the window with no parachute. So this is all I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna leave it on this note. As far as like dudes trying to say that I was lying, right? The only thing that motherfuckers, which is crazy. I mean, I had some trolls try to say a couple of different things, but the main one, that's the most current one, is my story in Bronx Supreme Court with the twin head tech and this nigga tankhead. Nigga said I lied. Put your career on the line for that, you know that, right? Because now what happens is, when is your interview? When is your interview, and put a date out? If you don't put a date out and all you're doing is dragging, real ones are going to be able to put one and one together, you are. When is the interview? Because I will love to participate if I can. You going to do it live? So for the ones that fuck with son, y'all know who I'm talking about. We're supposedly going to have an interview with Tankhead. A one-on-one with Tankhead. Salute that. Can I be in? Because obviously you questioning what I said. I would love to hear what you said come out his mouth. So, that being said, it don't get no realer than that, right? It don't get no realer than that, right, twins? So, I'm going to leave it on that note. When is the interview? I'll jump on your live. You going to do a live? I'll jump on the live, twin. or you just gonna video, you just gonna do the video and then post it. That's a little bit different. Just ask the proper questions and still give us the date. When is the date? When is the date? Because niggas ain't waiting forever, you feel me? When is the date? Because I could narrow it down within the next 2 weeks. That's 14 days for those that can count. And I'm not 14 days, bro. That's 2 weeks, twins. And I'm not shooting at none of my twins. I know y'all can count, you heard? I'm just talking my shit. In the next 2 weeks, I'm gonna be doing a one-on-one, holding a conversation with somebody that's very, very relevant to High Bridge in the Bronx. Somebody that's very, very, very familiar with Tankhead. Somebody that knows Tankhead personally. Somebody that's like been with Tankhead on numerous and numerous occasions. I'm talking about somebody that like even Tankhead can't deny. And once this happens, I'm not gonna say his name, but once this transpires, they're gonna know. The ones that's relevant, like the Tankheads and the ones from High Bridge, they the ones that's gonna be knowing exactly. They're gonna be connecting the dots like, yo, I think I know. I think he's talking about, yep. Because it's gonna be too consistent. It's gonna be too consistent and too precise. And it's a real one. Due to legal situations and circumstances, I can't, and I will not say his name. I can't show his face either. But we definitely gonna do a one-on-one, like I said. And like I said, that mine's is in 2 weeks. I ain't got an exact date, but it's in 2 weeks, twin. So you can say 2 weeks from today. Today is what? Today is Wednesday, I believe. Let me see. Today is Wednesday, April 21st. So let's say 2 weeks from today. Not next Wednesday, but the following Wednesday. I'll be doing that. And I'm 9 times out of 10 possibly going to do it on a live. I'm not going to record it because I don't want it to be edited. You know, dudes that record, like if you do an interview and then you have the opportunity, and that's proper due diligence, to be honest. Like, you want certain things you want in there, certain things you don't. I'm not doing that. I'm going live. I'm gonna do a live with the twin. Real nigga, I know him personally. Was in jail with him. Know him in the streets also. He was up top, from the Bronx, High Bridge. Did a lot of time. Was on the island with him. Was upstate with him. You see, this is the thing when dudes jump out the window with no parachutes. Dudes jump out the window with no parachutes. You really on somebody top. And just because you on that nigga top, you may want to believe whatever it is that nigga say because you on his top. But you're not doing your due diligence. You're not really putting that work in. Regardless of how much of a picture you try to make that you are. You're not. Because if you was, you wouldn't be lining yourself up the way that you is. But like I said, let me know when that interview happens. I would love to be present. And please do not keep delaying this shit and talking about, yo, I ain't got the money up, I ain't got this, so you gotta just get it popping, twin. I'm helping you even with more promo right now. I want it. You know why? Because I want it. I want the interview. You called me a liar. I can't get over that shit. I know I will. I mean, I am. I'm over it, to be honest. But it was like, after I started talking to people hitting me up like, yo, Chulo, like, yo, telling me certain things. I'm like, you know what? You right. So like I said, just let me know when you're going to do that interview, twin. I will definitely be on deck. Lions and Men will be on deck if you do it live. If you just going to do the record the content or record the interview and then post it, that's different. Obviously, I have to wait. But at the end of the day, I'm here, twin, and I cannot wait. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. I cannot wait for you. So bossly, I'm gonna say it. Jazzo. I cannot wait for you, Jazzo, to interview Tankhead. 100% facts. You get him on deck. Can't wait. Moving forward. Real quick, I'm gonna let y'all know how we basically had a CO nigga on the payroll. You know how we got him on the payroll? Coming up now. Alright, so put it in this perspective also, some proper content. This takes place on Rikers Island, OBCC 5 North. OBCC 5 North. The approximate years 2000, between 2000 and 2001. OBCC 5 North. That was my house. That was my house for a minute. Our house. I don't like claiming shit like it was mine. But we was definitely in there running shit for a minute. Like for a while, bro. I already done spoke on the goons and real ones that was with me. It wasn't, and as y'all see the way I was giving it up differently from a lot of other kings. I was on some, at that time, I didn't give a fuck if you was king or not, nigga. Either you was real or you wasn't, period. And either I knew you or I didn't, period. And if I didn't know you, I wasn't embracing you. I ain't gonna lie, I was on my bullshit. Some bros ain't gonna really like that, and I get it and I respect it. But that was just the type of time I was on. I didn't give a fuck if you was king. If you wasn't moving the way I was moving, I wasn't fucking with you. So we end up putting this police CO nigga. His name was Witty. CO Witty. Yeah, I say names too. That's another thing. They somebody else say names. But I say names. You know what? Cause saying the names, I could talk, bro. Imagine if I just start talking about shit. I could say whatever and I say a nigga name. It could have been you that I was spanking, but I don't say your name. Or you was trying to spank me or spanking me or doing whatever to me and I don't say your name. Nah, bro. I'm not talking about no murders, nigga. I'm not worried about, like, get the fuck out of here. Like, bro. Y'all need to relax with that shit. There's nothing wrong with saying a nigga name as long as you can't get that motherfucker in trouble or put him in jail. And everything that I'm talking about ain't gonna put nobody in jail or get anybody in trouble. Now, if your dumb ass is still locked up and you doing no type of I'm the last motherfucker they're gonna want to use for a character witness, and they can't use none of my fucking YouTube content either because I could respond to it, and they're not gonna want that. So that's to clarify that shit. But let's get back into this nigga Officer Witty. So Officer Witty basically was filling in a new post on a B post. Ms. Gonzalez was running OBCC 5 North, and the South Side was right across from us. We had homies. I forget the homies that was over there. We had a lot of real hitters in 2000, twin. A lot of real hitters, both Bloods and Kings, that was locked up in 2000. I know because I was there. So what happens is we break the nigga with it in with cash, basically. Like, I always was on the visit floor and I always had the bag. It's not every building, damn near a lot. In a couple of buildings, I had the bag. When I got married, I had the bag. Before I got married, I had the bag. I was on the island, I was getting the bag. I was always getting the bag. For those that don't know what the bag is, basically it's contraband. It's drugs, bro. I was getting wild dope and wild weed. While I was in there, I always had my little shorties coming through, bringing them loonies. I ain't even have to booth them. I used to walk out with them shits in my hand in OBCC. That's a fact, in my hand. I walk out with loonies. That's a fact. That's like 100% fact. I was really, really, really living that life. Me and every other twin that was with me at OBCC 5 North, we was really living that life. So we broke this nigga with it in with Chinese food. Every time I went on a visit, I came back with drugs and cash money. So my bitches were strippers. I either go back I come back with the bud, plus I come back with like $100 bill. Come back with some dope and a $50 bill. Come back with some broom and a $20 bill. I always was coming back with drugs and cash. Drugs and cash, drugs and cash. Always, always. Mandatory. Drugs and fold up, lick that motherfucking $100 bill, fold that bitch all as small as possible. Let me get that. Once I get it, I open it up, fold it up, dry it up, nigga's good. In my pocket. So that's how we broke in the nigga with it. We came at with it and gave him a proposition. We was like, yo, what up, twin? We got some money, we trying to eat. Like, come on, man, you gonna be here, you gonna be all steady. You know, me and him, we ain't going nowhere no time soon. We gonna be here for a minute. Like, yo, we trying to eat. Like, yo, what's up? He like, what y'all niggas want me to do? What y'all want me to do? Bring y'all up. And I'm like, yo, listen, let's get some Chinese food in. I'll give you the money. Y'all niggas ain't money. What money y'all niggas gonna give me? Y'all niggas ain't gonna give me no money. Me and my son Chill, shout out to Chill from Bushwick, Knickerbocker and Wilson. Shout out to Mr. Lee's. And Chill was like, me and Chill was like, yo, nigga, want money? He like, yo, Chulo, he think we broke. I'm like, yo, I guess he does. Pull out a little Mickey. We had maybe $500 in cash on us. In jail, my nigga. Think about that. $500 in cash, right beside the correctional facility, in my pocket, my nigga. Put the money out my pocket while we was sitting on the table, because we was both around the table. Put my money out my pocket while we was at the table. I'm like, what you told? Who's broke? And start counting 20s and 100s in front of this nigga's face. And he's like, just hit the nigga with 100. Like, yo, just get us some Chinese food, man. Pork fried rice, chicken wings, spare rib tips, shrimp fried rice. Like, made a couple of orders. That's how we broke him in. That's how we got him to do a whole lot of shit that I'm gonna get into and I'm gonna tell y'all about. But I had to warm it up and let y'all know what it was, because this shit about to get heavy. Y'all already know what it is, Lions and Men. This is a light one.